the Sinsi Predict. So subscriber asked me about a wiring harness. They are not a wiring harness, but a wiring schematic, and they wanted to see a wiring schematic. So I'm going to show the wiring schematic on hooking this up. And you could go to their website and download this, but let's go over this quickly. I have not even read everything on the installation of this. Okay, here's so for the outdoor unit. So the outdoor unit, you'll have a current sensor, and there's the current sensor right there. Let's open this up. So here's your current sensor right there. And then it looks like you'll have their little Sinsi module right there that'll connect. And that's this little long piece right there. And then you have the exterior wiring that'll go to the outside. And then they have their own transformer. So they're giving you their own transformer. And from what this says, that's only a 21 VAC, little guy. So they give you your own transformer, and that's for the outside unit. And then on the inside, they give you another transformer just for their unit. So you'll be hooking up a transformer and another current sensor. So let's take a look at this, and you have a little current sensor there. So that'll take the total amperage of the draw of the indoor unit. This takes the total amperage draw of the outdoor unit. And it'll use that amperage later on to figure out your efficiency of your units, because it's how many BTUs to how many watts drawn. So that's why it'll take the total of the indoor and the outdoor unit. And in conjunction, you have your supply and your return air temperature sensors. And come over to here. Here's your diagram of your furnace unit or your AC unit. Here's your unit here, and here's your return, and here's your supply, and this is your sheet metal work going up here. And this is the position where you'll put your temperature sensors. One temperature sensor there, one temperature sensor right there. So those are your supply and return temperature sensors. Then they show you down here, there's your current, taking your full current of the power going into your unit. So the total consumption of the blower motor, the transformer, if you have your heat inducer motor, everything that's in here, it'll take the current and add that up to get your efficiency. Then they show you how to connect to your liquid line for your refrigerant line and your suction line. So your liquid line sensor, your suction line sensor, and all that'll connect up together. So you could go to their website and get more information on this. They look like they have a very thorough paperwork, and they made it so easy. Even what they're going after, they're trying to make it so easy, even the least skilled new first year technician could install this. So they're trying to make it so for the contractors who have employees, they don't have to send out their most highest paid guys. They could have guys, let's say we're just starting out, and could apply this. Now, this is not for the do-it-yourselfer at home. They are not marketing towards do-it-yourselfers. That is not who they're intended. This is not for. Yeah, that's it. And they look like they want to do a real good job in making sure the guys who are installing this have plenty of zip ties and little attachment plastic brackets for holding down your wiring harness and everything, so you make a very good, neat, professional looking installation. So I've got to give them a thumbs up on that, because if you didn't supply this, a lot of guys will leave that out. The only things I see is some guys getting this and leaving it out just because it takes more time and they want to put these things in quick, so they'll leave it looking like a rat's nest. Unfortunately, that will happen. And the wiring harness that connects into your Sinsi Predict to your sensors inside your cabinet there. So yep, this is a nice little actually, you know what this is? I went to Laney College, HVAC Technical Institute trade school, and at Laney they got us into, one of the classes was using Raspberry Pis and Arduinos, and then with our Arduino we got into simple program writing, which is really simple Python and stuff like that when you're using like Ubuntu and C++, and it's not that complicated. You could copy and paste and just modify other people's programs so you don't have to write it from scratch. But in class they teach you to write everything that is in this little brain right here. You could do yourself. These things are like 50 cents. I mean, literally. All they are is a little bead temperature sensor, and they put it in this little brass cone right here, and they fill it with epoxy and drop it in, and that's all that is. It's nothing fancy. There's nothing special about temperature sensors, and that exact identical temperature sensor is located right up inside here. So if you just take, because in Laney College, in 3 of our classes, we literally got all these sensors and we wrote our own program and used our own current sensors and everything like that, and made thermostats and literally made a Sinsi Predict before Sinsi Predict was even on the market. This is just a HVAC college school level thing. Especially when you're going into building automation, part of your programming, you literally build and write your code for doing something like this. And so it's not complicated at all. They just did a really nice job of packaging it, put it in a nice, easy, you know, things for anybody to put in. You don't have to write no code or anything, and you just pull it off the shelf. It has nice instructions, and that's it. All right, I'll see you guys later.